5 changes from their last outing. First is at lock, George Knott coming in for the suspended Ben Carter. Harrison Keddy slots in at open side. Blacker and Reid are halfbacks. Centre combination is pretty settled, and Will Hollis, a recent arrival from the Stormers, makes his debut. Angus O'Brien, 100 appearances if he comes off the bench. As for the visitors, unsurprisingly, is a loaded pack. Double World Cup winning tight end Malherbe. Morat leads from lock. Evan Roos, every time he's on the pitch, always catches the eye. Springbok Lebok is 10. Duplessis and Similane in midfield. And Warwick Galant, scorer of one of the tries of the season against Leinster, starts at fullback. Former Dragon Brock Harris is a replacement. Well, it's been a busy week on and off the field for the Dragons, and these long-suffering supporters, young and old, have been patient. As for the visitors, champions 2 years ago, finalists last season, it's a team of pedigree and elite players, but the Stormers still need to secure a top 8 position to make the playoffs, and that starts today. Evan Roos, you can see by the size of him, the physical presence he offers, but the Stormers have a blend of Springbok power and the magic touch of the likes of Manny Lebok and his backline. New coach, new CEO, new signing, all announced to get the supporters signed up for the new season. But results would help for the Dragons too. And they come here desperate for a win to end their season. Good afternoon, good evening. I say good afternoon, Sean. It is an evening, isn't it?
Didn't know you turned into a weatherman, Gar. Good evening, everybody. The last game this season at Rodney Parade, and what a night for it. Beautiful surface, weather is fantastic, and the Stormers are here to go up a gear, I think, Gar. You know, they rank first in offloads, second in metres gained, and defenders beaten, clean breaks. Expect some excitement. They are targeting, I don't care what Brock Harris says, a bonus point win here. They have a tricky fixture at Connacht next week. They want to get this one done, but the Dragons will have something to say in front of their home fans.
Our referee is an Irishman, Chris Busby. The TMO is Ollie Hodges from Ireland. Two Welsh assistant referees.
Fine goal.
Well, the smoke disguises the weather. It's a glorious evening. Round 16 of the URC is off and underway in Newport. First task is to see the players, Sean, and clear our throats.
It's like Guy Fawkes night here, but that was soon clear. Not a cloud in the sky.
That's an interesting kick. Will Reid, collision in the air, but the ball's down for the Dragons, who'd like to start with a bang here. Huge collision. There's a taste of what's to come from the South African franchise. There's Matthew Screech to a stop. Crossfield kick, Lebok marshalling the ball.
Where did it go?
Good kick.
Where did it go? Did it go out?
It was a good kick, Shaq.
See.
Tom's just joined us. That's a great start from Blacker, who's been a little shaky, if we're honest. Shea Hope, the young nine, has stepped up in recent weeks. But I think it was really interesting, the analysis of the boys for the game on the press of the Stormers. They've conceded 20 tries in the last 6 games. That's over 3 a game, and you know the Dragons can take heart from that. Plus what the boys were saying before the game.
Well, in the smoke, Dweba will want to hit his man on fingertips, but not straight.
Perceived pressure from the Dragons, few high fives to the forwards, and this is what the Dragons haven't been good at when at home. See, there's not a lot of pressure, it's just a mistake from Dweba, but they haven't been good at taking these opportunities, Shanks. In the 5-metre zone, in the 22, against the top teams, you need to score here.
You do. Be interesting to see what they do here, because it's a great chance for your back line to really have a crack. And Iron Owen at 12.
9, just hold.
Can put it behind, can play it short.
Go for the line. Well taken, well set, and the driving maul has gathered speed, and it's got numbers from the backs. Opening exchanges of this match, and the Dragons are there. held up, and the scream came saying, yes, Stormers.
Clearly held up.
And the South African side managed to repel the home team.
It's a big moment, even though it's just 2 minutes in. It's how many opportunities that the Dragons will get. They could have gone for the scrum. They went for the line-out option, which is the easier one. They took the ball. All the backs piled in, but the Stormers did a really good job. You can see them pushing it towards the touchline, get underneath it.
I know we said a lot about these South African sides, Tom, but honestly, when you're down ground level, the Stormers, for me, are the biggest. They are massive, and you know you need a lot of bodies in there. Dragons committed a lot of backs.
Okay, let's go, boy.
But obviously, if you're held up over the line now, the Stormers get a goal line drop out and clear their lines.
The Bulls are bigger for me. I mean, if we're
We'll have a size off. We'll get them. We'll go and see them next season.
touched in flight, so that's on. Aaron Wainwright signed up for the new season. He fancies it. Now stepping back. Elliot D using footwork because he could see the blue wave coming to his chops. Keddy, oh, nice offload, and here's Hollis with his first touch. And that touch is into touch.
Just lost a bit of momentum, didn't they, after that? Big carry from Wainwright, takes it. Rides the tackle, goes over the gain line. Elliot D just in two minds, really. Steps back inside and gets hammered back, and he just lost a little bit of momentum, a little bit of quick ball. But it'll be interesting to see this guy, ball in hand, Chris Hollis.
Never played for the Stormers. He's been involved with the franchise for good 2 or 3 seasons, but certainly with a point to prove.
Yeah, definitely have a point to prove tonight, and couldn't have a better start, could he? Better opportunity, but it's a turnover, his first touch.
Outside, Blue.
But I like Aaron Wainwright. You know, I think the signings that are coming in, he'll revel playing with better players, I think.
Here's Roos. If you're just tuning in,
Stay onside, please.
I promise
and use
you,
it.
it's the Dragons who are home, and we're not in Cape Town. It's just the most glorious of evenings here in Gwent. Good take, good competition, and Hatzenberg has won it. Stormers want quick, slick ball. Roos is a dummy runner. Gelant, who's got a big boot as well. Well read by Blacker.
Stay
and the Bok is
just hold.
forced to scramble across. Tippy toes there, and here is Gelant. Shapes the kick, cross field kick. Where does this go? Could go anywhere. And Rio Dyer grubbles it through. Gelant whips it out to Lebok.
This is what you get with the Stormers, a box of tricks from Gallant and Lebok.
22, stay gold.
50-22 is on, and Gelant has to scramble back. And he was hurrying, and he was hurried, and he was rushed. And that's a good chance for the Dragons here.
He should have taken that. Scored a wonder try last week. Really good kick by Jordan Williams. Saw what the space was. Good defence initially by the Dragons. Forces Gallant back in, which makes him kick the ball. And then a little bit of kick tennis. Just took their eyes off a little bit, covering the ball.
6 or 7.
Didn't know how far and where to cover the field then.
I think he did a lot of meters there, Gallant, in that passage of play.
Beyond 15 over.
Well, let's go to the tail. Here's Wainwright in space. Footwork from him as well. Danced past one defender. Screech. Hammered by 2 defenders. Momentum's been lost a little bit. Dragons. Second take. At an opportunity to strike in the opposition 22. Harry Keddy.
Stay here.
Wainwright, very prominent in the opening few minutes. Pick and go from the Dragons. Dixon slows the ball down for the Stormers.
That's a gold body slow one.
Pick and go. Coleman. Blacker. Few options for him. Ball's out. Sitole can pick it up, surely.
Side entry.
Not
the middle, please.
allowed to. Taken quickly by Elity. Back will go.
Well, he fancied his chances, but good line-out play
Here.
from the Dragons. Bit of analysis
inside,
in
through the middle,
midweek here, just checking the tail of the line-out, and you're getting your best ball carriers on it. Get rewarded with potentially 3 points. But if you have a look at the line out again, look towards the back, you could just see it now. No scrum half covering over the back. Great analysis, and you got Wainwright running at your backs then, right across the gain line. They don't capitalise on it. That's a great first phase, bit of analysis there.
The second carry he's had, got over the gain line really well. It's just that secondary carry then. The moment the Dragons get nailed back.
That's that power you talked about at the start of the show, Tom. You know, having big ball carriers there coming around the corner off that gain line. Superb first phase. Didn't capitalise on it.
91% at the sticks for Will Reid this season. There'll be few that are easier than this one, but does have to contest with the sun, as you can see. Chris Busby shielding his highs. No such luxury for Will Reid.
5 seconds.
The Dragons will feel they might have had more than 3, but they'll have to settle for 3 after 8 minutes.
Yeah, 2 entries into the 22 in the first 8 minutes. They come away with 3. Needed to take the points there, but it's been a good start from the Dragons. We've seen this early a mixed bag from the Stormers. There's lots more to come from the South Africans tonight. He'd be happy with a 3-0 lead.
Champions 2 seasons ago, finalists losing at home to Munster unexpectedly at the end of last season. Wainwright, who looks regal this evening. Keddy.
Don't hold him in! The ball's there.
Stormers
Don't
are
hold
gobbling
him
them up on that first
in.
carry.
And use
aren't
it!
Yeah, they will. They are big men.
Captain.
They envelop you, put pressure on you. And this is it's a good kicking game from Black at the start of the game.
Gallant gets it away.
It's a knock-on. It's a knock-on first by Blue into a goal player.
Good hustling there
Clear
from
knock-on by
Chris
Blue.
Hollis.
It's a scrum.
It's a really good kick by Dane Blackett.
It's knocked in.
Gives his winger something to chase.
And it's a goal player.
Just gets himself in the picture, gets himself in the eye line. Hartzenberg there.
Yeah. Let's go.
Well, what a Gallant. What a try he scored against Leinster. When you see him
Just
up
meet in the middle, not too much weight.
close
okay?
and personal, he's a big man, very
Head under,
dense,
head up.
and
Okay, one.
he's got speed and power.
He's brilliant though to watch because sometimes, you know, it can go catastrophically wrong, and other times it can be amazing. Gets you on the edge of your seat.
It does, absolutely. You can throw the box, Similani, and at times Yankees in that. So just hoping we get a bit of it tonight.
Crouch!
Will
The
Hollis.
Dragons be happy at the moment.
Will Hollis just lurking
Fine!
on Reid's shoulder here.
Yeah.
Set!
And Nylan Owens just promoted a little bit, so you can expect possibly an 8-9 out the back.
Owen, first receiver. Reid, Jordan Williams. He's always had the step for Jordan Williams. A few better than him in open space. Keddy. Van Heerden.
Stay Dragons! Onside.
Here's Gallant. It's been a what a Gallant Alan Wainwright show so far.
Okay, hold 9, hold. Okay, 5 meters. Oh, on. Onside. Inside.
There's a classic bit of play that Tom Shanklin highlighted there before the game. It's a left-hand side scrum. Shanks would know, you know, that's a perfect position to attack from the back line. Solid scrum. And on the second carry, no disrespect, it's Harrison Keddy gets stopped behind the gain line. You're into a kicking battle, and before you know it, you're back in your own half for a set piece.
Just a bit too easy to defend. No one really in the Dragons there held any defenders. Pretty lateral. Hollis was there, but just wasn't used.
Beautiful ball, but look how quickly the block is. But that creates a gap. It's dog-leg from the Stormers, and now the Dragons go in reverse, switch to the other side. Reid into Van Heerden.
There again, guys. See, it's that second phase. Will Reid against big back 5 players.
And now they're locked on the ball, but Morat is scooped away. Keddy picks on Yankees. That's a better contest for Di Flanagan's men.
Okay, and use it 9.
Blacker.
No, back.
With a few decent kicks so far, and that's a tricky one for Flant. Knock on into Roos.
2 knock-ons, first by 14 and then knock-on by Blue.
Feel like come off Gallant then.
Stormers ball.
It's a really good kick by
First
Dane
knock-on
Blacker
by
again. Both went up for it.
I understand, Captain. For me, that contest is initially positive, then they're down, okay? You don't
I'm
need to
not so
try that
sure,
during
Tom.
the game.
Came
Okay,
off
time off,
the
fellas.
15, Hellant.
Yeah.
He's been good this year, Rio Dyer.
No, it's just a
It's not
little bit.
easy coming off
I don't
positive
want to step
international
around the outside.
appearances,
Okay.
then to come and
Stay
play in a
square.
team that has been struggling, but he's performed well for the Dragons as well.
He gives everything. His work rate is huge. Always
Okay,
looking for
time
one
off,
off the
fellas.
10, off the 12.
Oh, you just waiting? Okay, sorry. Time
Just
off.
wish he had a bit more ball, don't you, and a little bit more space.
He's a favourite
Yeah, it's coming off, is
of
it?
Warren Gatland, that is
Guys,
for
no
sure.
water. We're
Rio
playing.
Dyer. 2 tries in the Six Nations
they're
this
gonna-
year.
Let's scrum.
Brilliant in the air as well. It's one of his strengths, what he has over some of the other wingers in
Stable
Wales,
for the
is
ball,
his
please.
ability to get off the
Both
ground,
teams.
catch the ball, get an eye line, knock it back, just disrupt it when it's in the air.
Bind! Okay, guys.
France
Our managers,
Malherbe
please don't stand up, is that?
against Chris
been a
Coleman. In
little
terms
bit of
of
weight off, okay?
reputation
Been a little
and
bit of weight
experience,
Okay.
it's an unfair contest, 1 against 3. But
Yeah.
if you play
More
rugby,
space,
that's
please.
what you're
Let's
there
get
for,
the
isn't
setup
it?
right.
Yeah, well, he's up against Rodri Jones, isn't he? So that's a bit of a mismatch. But in terms of age and experience, Chris Coleman on the tight head side for Dragons, very much at the start of his career, needs game time, much like Leon Brown, who we just don't see enough of in a Dragon shirt or a Wales shirt. Needs game time to develop. Malherbe has done all that, 33, and dare I say, pushing 138
Bye.
kilos and carrying that round with him.
He's Carre territory, that is.
Put in perspective, it's roughly heavier than what Adam Jones was at his
We discussed
peak.
this before the game. I need you to
He's
hit
picked
flat
for
and not down,
one
bring your
specific
feet up,
reason, isn't
but
he?
I do need you to,
Kicking.
need you to hit up the side.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
he is, you're right.
Okay, let's
This
get
is
it
the
right,
reason
fellas.
why he's picked. He's picked for this,
Quick
for
reset,
defending,
please.
driving line-outs,
Okay, more
for
height
around
all
that
forward,
guard
please.
area,
More
just
height.
a lot of the unseen work. But, you look at the way South Africa play and the way rugby's turned out at the moment is, you can't win games out of scrum.
The food bill at the Stormers must be immense.
Biltong. And if,
Right.
you don't know what biltong is? South African jerky, I
Bind!
guess. And they smash it.
Set!
Fair play, Dragon scrum really holding out well. You talk about Malherbe there, fair play, Rodri Jones on that loose head side. And a bit of back chat, they don't like it. So Weber having a little bit of a altercation. Elliot D's never short of a word.
Okay.
Great
First
scrum.
penalty is for tight head, not square.
And I'll have to biggin it. Malherbe.
Then he hits the ball away. Okay, need better discipline.
There we go. He's
Not
penalising
now.
the Dragons.
I will speak to you afterwards, Joseph.
Have started very
Number
positively.
3, Crank. And then number 8, kicking the ball away.
So, 2 villains, Malherbe and Roos.
Same position they were
Yeah.
about 5 minutes ago. The line
Five,
up,
please.
first job. This is the scrum. Just goes down on the right-hand
Numbers,
side.
lads.
Franz Malherbe
6.
penalised.
6.
But the big job now is making sure they take this line
Yeah,
out.
he's out. He stepped out.
Take 3 for the Dragons. Yet to score from this position, despite being there. Short one, deep. Good defence
Stay here now,
by
onside.
Hatzenberg. Pick and go. They're there. They're there.
Okay, we have the ball on the line.
And it's Harry Kenny. Dragons score the first try of the game.
That is coming from another bit of analysis. Mervyn Davis is earning his coin this week. We saw Wainwright earlier on the back of the line. Now it was the front. They try to get a mismatch. Watch Elliot D rock back, and he's got a one-on-one with a winger. Angelo Davids doesn't quite make it. The Dragons forwards are there, and a good low, strong pickup, and the officials are there to see it. Not TMO, try time. Great start, and we said, Tom, they needed a score from these positions, and they finally done it.
There won't be too many opportunities, you'd think, against a team like the Stormers, and you've got to take them. It's the second time they've been in this position. First time they held up over the line. This time, Rodri Jones does really well, gets so low.
Thanks.
Big leg drive over.
Nice work, Gareth.
Good line out as well. Good drills, 5 metres out. Got a lot to think about there, whether the Stormers are putting the ball up.
Gareth, just a picture in the previous scrum. Do you have a loose head hit? Do you? Yeah. Height was just an issue on my side for both of them.
It's been all Dragons so far in the opening 15. 3/4 of the possession. Pull that one. But they'll be pretty pleased.
Yeah. There you go. He's probably the best throw-in hooker in Wales, Elliot D. He should really do better. Great tackle from Davids on him. But look, They know where it's going. That's the advantage the Dragons forwards have from their training run, from their rehearsal, and they've got enough bodies there to execute the try. Just Will Reid missing that. I think that's a development for the young 10. It's a beautiful night. He's got to kick those conversions. They will make a difference.
The Stormers, unsurprisingly, do struggle
And use it!
outside of South Africa. Different climates, different continents.
Just seem a bit lethargic, didn't they? You know, I mean, we've seen a few errors behind. LeBoc not really sparked into anything, but I've seen Eden Roos.
Been pinned there for 5. He's given 5 seconds and they're too slow. Black as they didn't hear. I wasn't sure what they heard Chris Busby either. Referee say 5 seconds. You don't often see that pinged at all.
There's been a real initiative on it, hasn't it? The last couple of weeks, they're big on it. And I think it's a good thing. It doesn't really give them a warning. I think the scrum halves know. Gosh, that was quick. That was barely 3 seconds.
Crouch! Bind!
It's been interesting. First real attack we've seen from the Stormers.
Use it!
Use it. Living warm.
Use it, 9.
Chris Busby desperate to blow the whistle.
Well, there's lack of consistency there. You know, you're blowing Dane Blacker, and then you say use it, they don't use it. There you go, and Elliot D's having a word about it.
Use the ball, it's clearly stationary. I'll shout louder, okay?
That should be a
good scrum.
Scrum all the way round.
If you say use it, and they
twice.
Don't,
he's done it twice.
No, they'll let him know, that's for sure, on the far side.
Okay,
that's Mike Phillips' corner, isn't it? When he was a player.
There's a lot that we got here.
Fair play, they're brilliant home fans, but when you're an opposition player or coach, it's not nice to be over there.
You continually to add players after that. It's got to be quicker.
Back in the day when Sean was a coach and Mike Phillips would get a real rollicking on the opposite side of what you're seeing there. Vocal.
You used to have to sit in the stand over there as opposition coaches, and you'd get some, I can tell you. You know, you get the comfort of a box somewhere.
It's a brilliant stadium though, isn't it? Because fans are right on top of you. There's not much distance, is there, from the touchline right to the crowd. You can hear what they say. It's intense. Love it.
And it's good that they got some good news this week, Tom. You know, I think the fans are loyal here. You know, whenever we come to work and commentate, particularly on that side, that group of fans over there, always here shouting their loudest.
Yeah. You can see, I think it's Davids, is really wide here on the touchline. They love the crossfield kick, the Stormers. You'd imagine the backs would want to have a really good crack now at this Dragons defence.
Bind!
Well, Davids is so wide, he's out of shot here, just on the near touchline. No, it's a penalty against the Dragons.
Well, there's Malherb's revenge. Didn't take him long.
Loose head to ground.
Loose head to ground. Only one decision for Lanny LeBoc here. Get as close as he can in that big Stormers machine. He could kick that better, but you see on this side now, Rodri Jones, he's gone early. Malherb will work on him for about 50 minutes.
7, 6, 6.
Well, the call's been given. Hours on the training field, only for it to be stolen by the Dragons, and D did well. Hunt that ball down.
Hold it front, Dragons!
Over the exit. They will Reid. Neat from Reid and solid from the Dragons. Very messy from the visitors.
You can hear the crowd clapping. That was an excellent relief there of pressure. They should have done it 3 or 4 phases before. They were pinged. They're not using the ball this time. It's an overthrow. Well cleaned up by Elliot D. And Will Reid has nailed that kick.
That kick not going 5 metres. It allows Lonsdale to challenge in the air.
Forwards.
Just mistake after mistake.
If Chris Busby was in doubt there, the fans just gave him a little nudge and called that one.
It is mistake after mistake at the moment for the Stormers. Good set piece, bit of a dummy drive, but you can see there, Duplessis just overruns it slightly.
Time off, fellas. Yeah, is he injured?
Former Scarlet, Persia Yankees, remember that?
Yeah.
2017?
Yeah.
One state breakout, yes.
Came on as an emergency cover. The same season, same tour as the Scarlets called Mike Phillips out of retirement, and both played out in South Africa.
Yeah, we'll close a little bit.
That was only because Gareth Edwards wasn't available.
There we are. As an interested spectator.
Good to see Warren. Yeah.
Warren Gatland.
We're all here. Yeah.
Alan Phillips.
With David Buttress.
No, David Buttress. Oh, right.
I'll get it set then. I'll leave it there.
Who's he checking out today, to your mind?
Obviously, he'll be looking out for his usual suspects: Rio Dyer, Aaron Wainwright, Elliot Dee. I would have thought Aaron Owen would be somebody to look at, and maybe Rodri Jones in the loose head department.
The Dragon scrum has held relatively well.
Maybe Jordan Williams at 15 as well.
Both straight, both down. Same ball. Yeah, just get stuck in. Both feet have went.
I think Elliot Dee has gone well.
Working, yeah.
As I mentioned, his throwing in has been excellent. Did well in the Six Nations for his part. I thought he did well in the World Cup too.
Don't come early.
To get his try against Fiji, but Rio Dyer, a shoe-in. Looking forward to seeing him in Australia, Tom.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it wasn't great for Wales in the Six Nations, but he's one of the top performers.
The tops off weather tonight, boys.
I saw three men tops off on the way in here.
Did you?
Yeah, walking down the street.
Right.
Did
you join them?
Bind. Set.
Quite in the shape I was anymore.
It's a right old battle, isn't it, on that side? Mal Herb against Rodri Jones.
Feed him back and back. It's not like that at a Wales state game.
I don't think he agrees with the referee.
For me, it's 6 of one, half a dozen the other, so it's down to the referee and pick the bones out of that one. So I think he's probably going 1 for 1, 1 for the other. But certainly Mal Herb not having all his own way.
Reed.
Yes.
Double top, and he's nailed it.
That's a huge difference to the ball being on the 22. You're 10 metres out now. Got a proper good chance of a driving line out. That's a brilliant kick. Gave it everything.
What it does, Tom, it changes the call. The line-out caller, they probably use lines. If that goes on the 22, they've got a call which may be appealed, which we've seen with Wainwright, and off the top, you know they've got options. You see him chatting on the way in. They're looking at the line-up, the Stormers.
Will Reed's touch finder has given the Dragons position.
More.
Here they go. It's been an ideal start for the home team against the former champions. Roos has got himself in the thick of things there.
No four.
They go left. Reed.
And then down by Dragons.
Tackled by Yankees. Aggressive defence from the forwards, from the Stormers, but good footwork for the Dragons. Pick and go. This is where they scored Keddy's try from. Dragons showing composure, patience, but what about a little spark, a little bit of cutting edge? No rush from the Dragons.
Number 8 offside.
Roos is being penalised. It's a free play here.
Penalty advantage.
Shot and nothing.
Penalty advantage.
There's no width though, so they're going to have to go tight. There's no point doing a crossfield kick. There's only Rio Dyer out there.
Here's Chris Coleman. Dragons are completely bunched. Steph Hughes, very little option. Still going, but the whistle had blown. Referee blown the whistle, so back we go.
Deemed to have been held, brought to ground, has to release the ball. Ref was there, to be fair to him. But Steph Hughes just felt he had to have a go. They were running out of options. As Tom said, they were really close to the ruck. And you're not going to get any change of the Stormers there, really. You need a Wainwright on the ball.
The difference being now they're not 10 metres out. They can get this 5 metres out with a line out.
See here now. He decided to go a little wider. Watch their fuse here now. His knees hit the ground. There. Well, it's a close one. He's an intelligent rugby player, Steph Hughes. He probably thought he wasn't quite held.
No, I've already done more.
It is an arms tackle.
Yeah, you've got to get your feet. Yeah.
And the referee blown his whistle as well, so even if he had legally got that,
okay, just
it
wait.
would
We're
be
going to get the
chopped
water off,
off.
and I'll put time back on, okay? Okay, you're good, Three? Yeah, you ready?
So, no complaints from the home supporters for the opening 24 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Use the
looking at
line,
stats
please.
here,
Use the 5.
80% possession for the Dragons.
6.
And we're talking 70% territory.
That's 6 now.
Should be more than 8-0
It's
up.
6. No, he's in the hooker position, and we've got 1+1.
Well, they've had all the possession, all the territory, and they go for the short one again.
Open play.
But the Stormers were wise to it. Good strength from O'Neill in the way. Elliot D. Little hitch kick as he accelerated into the contract. Keddy looking for try number 2. Blacker. Dragons keeping it tight. D again.
Away, Blue! Away!
They've been turned over though.
Number 1.
Sitoli.
The 5, please.
It's another
Number
penalty
1,
against the Stormers.
He can't tackle.
Just have to be careful now, the Stormers. Just giving
Number
away
1,
quite a
roll
few
away, please, and back
penalties.
to the clean.
5 metres out. I suppose we give them a little bit of a warning. Another really good offload
Okay,
there
we'll
from
put
Aaron
time on
Wainwright
away.
after that line out. Just changes the point of contact straight away. He's had a brilliant opening 30 minutes of this game.
Elliot, he does well here. He has to move this ball back. Look at him fighting really hard to push it back. Wainwright and Rodri Jones get on the inside. Got isolated a little there. I wonder whether they should take 3 here. Points at a premium. 11 now. They're going to need more, you think?
Yeah, you are. As bad as it's been for the Stormers this opening 25 minutes, you know they're going to come back at you at some shape or form later on in the game. They're too good a team just to roll over. They've got some stardust in this team, be it some aren't playing, but there's still a lot of big name players.
Okay, guys, just wait. I'll put time on this. Get the
This was
medics
coming
off.
up. Ospreys would want Cardiff to do them a favour at the Lions in Joburg tomorrow.
Shot out.
That's on S4C field. Now, Dragons go for the posts. I was wondering where they'd go because touchline seemed a long way away to go for that driving maul, and whether or not you back your quick tap or your scrum.
I think you're bottom of the league for a reason. They score on average 17 points a game. You know, you got a chance to go to 11 with barely half hour gone against the Stormers. For me, the Stormers need to back up, Tom. They run the risk here. They've got to go to Connacht next week. They're 5th at the moment. There's so many teams fighting for that top 8. Benetton, Ulster, Connacht themselves, and of course Edinburgh, Ospreys and Lions are still in the hunt. Need to shake themselves here, Dobson's men.
If anything, the Dragons would feel that they'd like more than 11, but they have 11, and they are going to be quietly satisfied. 11-0.
Yeah, they'll be very happy with that. I think it is probably the right option. Just take the points when on offer. They do struggle a little bit in that red zone area. If you've got 3 points, why don't you take it 11-0 up? Big thing now for them, taking this kick-off and exiting cleanly. Something they couldn't do the previous kick-off.
Really is a splendid athlete.
That ball's outside and use it. Just take him back.
Cannot go direct to touch here. Killant was busy for the opening 10 minutes, and
I'm back by Blue.
his team under a bit of pressure here as the skipper Morat. Get out the way, he says to Rodri Jones.
Tackle,
Rodri
release.
Jones duly obliges. Yankees will
And
shape to
use
kick
it.
here.
Take it back in the 50. Okay, no hands, my dragon.
They've got possession back of the Stormers. Now what can they offer? Morat. Turnover from Engelbrecht.
Just a knock on in the tackle.
Messy stuff here. Engelbrecht was desperate to go after. That's a good feeling kick. Did the Dragons take it back?
Okay, first of all, the knock on in the tackle, fellas.
Yeah, this is why. This is a tackle here from an Iron Owen. Steph Hughes in really quickly, pulls a rip. Just gets nailed, man and ball, as he's trying to pass it. Good work defensively there by both centres.
Yeah, really good. I think that's where Lebock just doesn't quite hit the top echelon. He calls for that ball from the retrieve on the kick to go wide, and he had two forwards outside him, hit them flat, and they just went short. That's where the Steph Hughes turnover came. If you're at 10, you identify that, you go to the wide. But there's more to come from him tonight, that's for sure.
Just let me in, please, man. I will move.
Been a bit of a coin flip at scrum time in terms of referee, though he probably has favoured the Dragons a few more times.
Right.
Stormers
Penalty here.
Bind!
He's keeping an eye on the Jones-Malherbra battle.
Set!
Malherbra's put a bit of squeeze on the Dragons now.
Yeah, it's too much movement.
A little bit like the Stormers pushing there before the ball was in.
Better that side. Okay, I'm going to come this side and have a look. Stability for the ball, please. Just hit and
Chris
hold.
Busby's coming around this side.
Okay. Let's go.
It's been good tonight, Dragon set piece, isn't it? You know, line out, defensive line out, scrums.
Stable for the ball, please.
Might not have got enough reward out of their lineouts, especially 5 metres out, but they're nailing them. It's a pleasing thing for them.
Crunch! Bind! Set!
This time, the arm points right.
Overextended and close.
Educated guess, maybe. Chris Coleman this time. Busby came across this side to look at Coleman. And Satoli.
Keep your feet underneath, please. Hip flat, not down.
Sending his legs too far back.
No shot.
Wants him underneath his hips. Make him more stable. Now this is different, isn't it? Got the Stormers now going for posts. A little bit spooked, you think?
I think that's Robbie Jones, not Chris Coleman, who looks a bit perplexed. But yeah, you're right, Tom. You know, Manny Lebock going for a shot.
Low percentage kicker as well.
"30 minutes into the World Cup semi-final when Lebock was replaced. The rest for South African rugby is history, but he's had to deal with adversity. He is a wonderfully talented rugby player. This should be bread and butter. Sign of respect, perhaps, to the Dragons. The Stormers go for points. Points they get. Lem 3.
He came back after that, after being dropped in the World Cup, and nailed that kick against La Rochelle in the European pool stages.
Yeah, so I've got
And he missed one against them in the quarters. That's what you get with him, don't you? You know,
it is.
That's why he's so exciting to watch.
He is. He's not short of confidence, that's for sure, but some of those high pressure kicks, that's the difference though, isn't it? In the top level.
We'll read on a different station in terms of his career journey.
Dyer getting through the traffic again. Excellent tackle.
Roos. Footwork, strength.
no odds! Away Dragons!
A penalty. Oh, should be a penalty.
Go clear.
The carry was so strong.
That one over there.
Just the Dragons players couldn't get out of the way. They're falling over the top of him. Such a big player for him, Evan Roos. So big.
What a carry. What a carry.
Reminds you of Andy Powell a little bit in his prime.
Yeah, we spoke about Philo Tia. We saw a montage earlier. That, you know, that sort of fight after the first contact. You know, just watch his leg drive. Yes, he's got the bustling blonde hair, but just watch now. He fights here past George Knott. He's got somebody on his back. It's Rodri Jones, who's a lump. Look at him stay on his feet. He's powering those legs, keeping his high knee lift and feet going.
Yeah. Oh, well, we got Matt O'Brien listening to you, Sean. So you.
Stop that, Matt.
How do you stop him, Matt?
I missed that, boy. Sorry, I was talking
how do you stop Evan Roos? That's what we're talking about.
Well, I definitely don't know. He's a big man, isn't he? Big, powerful athlete.
You must be quietly pleased with that with the performance so far.
Yeah, I think I think our halfbacks are managing the game really well, and I think some of our forward play has been outstanding. I think the boys are fronting up really well. So yeah, hopefully that continues.
Early to bed tonight, Matt. Commentating on you tomorrow. Good luck.
Thank you very much, mate. Yeah, I'll be getting an early night. Hopefully after a win tonight.
What do you need to do to continue this progress? What do you need to keep going?
Well, I think we know the threats that the Stormers pose. They're obviously a brilliant side, and I think we've limited their transition opportunities in this first 30 minutes of things like kick return and loose balls. So I think staying high up in high field positions key, and stopping those transition moments like we're seeing here at the moment.
Cheers, Matt. That's the attack coach, Matt O'Brien.
Warren Gallant's got a flipper on.
Here we go. Hatzenberg, we barely mentioned him. Sitole. Good contact on him.
Stay outside 5. And use it!
Will read. Knock on. It's a transition ball that Matt O'Brien spoke about where the Stormers are dangerous. Elliot D shot up. Gallant strides purposefully straight to the gap. Grab a kick across. Davids against Blacker, and Davids wins the race. They've been living off crumbs, and they get one transition ball, and the Stormers, boom, they punish the Dragons, and it's Angelo Davids, and they are right back in this one.
Happens all the time with the Stormers. They're so good from defence into attack. Gallant there, he's put his sock on, he's put his boot on, just pops up from nowhere. Holes open up. The kick is brilliant, isn't it? It's superb there. But Davids on the left just sits up right in front of him, but that is a danger for him. They could be on their back, nothing happens, all of a sudden then he's gone.
He sees the mismatch, but as soon as he gets in through Lonsdale, he picks his head up and he knows that Davids is out there, Tom. So he puts a lovely outside of the left foot kick, slide rule, so it bounces up. Yes, you make your own luck sometimes, but brilliant, and that's what you can expect from the Stormers.
I was about to say as well, the Dragons are winning that aerial battle. Some really good kicks. I think that's the first one they've lost. Will Reed knocks it on. You're gone. You're under your posts.
That was some try.
Yeah, they don't score boring tries, the Stormers, that's for sure.
Good from the block. 1 point in it. Well, Angela Davies, the SEM specialist for the finish. There is so much was created by Warwick Gallant, and the ability to kick here, gentlemen.
Just watch him pick his head up. He goes through, he sees the gap. Watch now. Straight away he looks, and he knows exactly what he wants to do, and the execution is sublime.
Warwick Gallant. Try scorer extraordinaire last week. Creative for Angela Davies this week.
He's so much like Damien Willemse in the way he plays.
He caught that.
Side hold, blue.
Just without the World
No,
Cup.
stay. Okay, onside now.
See, you blink. We talk about all the possession, territory, Dragons doing well, set piece. You blink, it's 11-10.
Just move, Dragon. Okay, inside.
Caught that restart.
On the line,
just with the
dispatch,
tips
yeah.
of his
Nice ball.
fingers. Effortlessly.
On the line,
Go
please.
back, Gro, to the decision to take the 3 points. We said, okay, fair enough, points at a premium. You go from 8 to 11. But
How many, lads? Five.
hasn't really taken the Dragons clear. And that man, Lebock, along with Gallant, is instigated a mini comeback here.
Advantage, number 4, jumping across, impacting the ball.
Morat has been
Penalty
penalised
advantage.
for jumping across. He sticks his hand
see what
up to
happens.
say, yeah, I was the guilty man.
No advantage, number 4, jumping across.
So this game is
Impact and ball setup.
delicately poised, isn't it?
But the Dragons can take a lot of confidence from, the first 30, 35 minutes of this game. They're pretty much in control of possession and territory. Some good tries.
Not across, fellas. Yeah.
Good try from Harrison Keddy. Good near tries where they've been held up close to the line, took the points, but just can't take your eye off the Stormers.
Five.
7 penalties
Yeah.
to 2 conceded.
Yeah, fellas,
Those are
step
the
off,
numbers
please.
for you.
Step off, please. Step off. Okay, guys. The AR is on the mark. Create space.
Yeah,
Come in,
penalties
Dragons.
given away,
Just a meter,
territory
please.
given away. Evan Roos has had one carry, and what a carry it
Just a
was.
meter, Dragons.
That's indicative of
Thank you.
the Dragons controlling the ball.
Around the back comes Elliot Dee. He was looking for Black on his inside shoulder, but he just rolled around to a bit. Rio Dyer. It's where the Dragons have stalled a little bit. After that first phase, we kind of run out of power or idea, Sean.
Yeah, bit of both. Elliot Dee, good carry, bounces to Ebert. Rio Dyer, best ball carrier on the second phase. Now we're into this where the Stormers are more than matching them.
So they just look to go left, but they go right. Here's Matthew Screech. Steph Hughes. Chris Coleman. All rather congested from the Dragons, and that's Luce Hollis, who we've barely mentioned. Into Roos, and Roos has held him up. And then Duplessis helped him as well. And that could be Stormers' ball, yeah.
Knee never to ground, fellas.
Once you get into those massive Evan Roos arms, there's no escaping, is there?
That's exactly what Alex Cuthbert, Tom Shankin talked about before the game. You get the 7-8 phases with the Dragons. They haven't got the ball carrying physicality, explosiveness of somebody like him and Evan Roos. Helant that we saw, Davids, they haven't got that, so they get matched in defence against these big South Africans.
Both of you have too much weight, and your feet are too far back on that bad face. I need feet underneath and better height. Okay, both sides of the scrum.
You see, in Yankees,
Thank you.
just half starts him, and now Roos gets involved with Duplessis. Well,
Yeah,
it's no
I get
contest then, is there?
I understand.
Too late. They're going to hold him up. They're on the ball. It's going to be a turnover
Time
all
off,
day
fellas.
long.
Okay, Hooker's down. We need him.
And it's Dee receiving a bit of treatment.
Now
There
we
we
got a
are.
few more. Most coaches. There's Rob Howley in the middle. Neil Jenkins, of course, on the left.
Just keep his feet under.
For sure.
Okay.
It's a nice night to do it.
Alex King, I think, on the far right. Yeah, just see him. So they're all here. Gats is here as well. That's good to see. It's a boy band there, isn't it? What would you call them?
Okay.
Pass.
Hooker's good, yeah.
Pass.
Okay,
I
time on,
don't
please.
get
Water
myself
off.
in trouble.
No, it's good to see him
Yes.
here. Big tour
Yes.
coming up, of course. Pre-tour
Hooker's
game
coming on,
against
that's
Springboks, so might be looking at one or two of the Stormers as well for some analysis. But
Guys, just make sure he hits up and the feet stay on.
clearly, Aaron Wainwright,
Yes.
Rio Dyer,
Yes.
Elliot Dee, top of the Dragons list to be looked at tonight.
If you were to grade the Dragons from a coach's perspective, first half performance, what's it, a B? If you were to grade their first half performance, the Dragons, give it a B? B plus?
Yeah, I think a B. Yeah, a B.
Crunch!
Could do better. That sort of showing improvement. It's just in this 22-metre area, isn't it? Execution for tries. As I mentioned earlier, they only score on average 17 points a game. You're not going to win many games. That looks nasty.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy. Okay, we're going to reset it. Okay, let's reset it. Okay, easy.
It's fair to say the referee's blown a lot at scrum time today. What's he going to say here then?
Okay, we're going to have the scrum. We're going to have the scrum, okay? Okay, just stop after I blow my whistle, okay?
Blow the whistle?
Yes.
Sorry, didn't you?
I'll be louder, okay? Let's go, lads.
Blow louder, referee.
Stay up, okay?
And he's got the bandage around his ears.
Same balance on bind, fellas.
Is
Just
this
stability at set.
Is this an aspect of play at half-time that somebody can influence by having a word with the referee? Because
certainly coaches will try. You know, something like Mervyn Davies who just passed us might just have a subtle word. I used to have a word with the assistant referee to
Guys,
pass the
that
message
too
because
big, that's too big.
referees don't want confrontation. They don't want to be spoken to. You know,
Crouch!
very rarely would you get any change out of them anyway. If anything, something like Nigel Owens go the opposite way at you.
Set!
Chris Busby probably wants this ball out.
Use
away.
it!
Yeah. And Yankees will surely do that. LeBoc casually knocks it off the field. And an intriguing first half. A try piece. Harrison Keddy for the Dragons. And then Angelo Davids knocking back for the Stormers. Stormers have barely had any possession, but they've been a threat. They have been a danger. The difference being the one kick from Will Reid, and the Dragons lead by 11 points to 10.
Steph, so much territory.
Well, he would have needed it first half. He carried well. You know, he was really at the forefront of the Dragons' onslaught. 72% possession first half. So they can take a lot of confidence, Gar, from that first half performance. Just take the points on offer now. Get away from the Stormers if they can.
It's still short-sleeved weather here in Gwent. Glorious evening. It's absolutely stunning. No excuses for either side. The pitch is immaculate, as per at Rodney Parade. And we have a contest here.
Yeah, it'd be nice if we could play rugby and watch rugby in this weather all the time, isn't it? We've had a horrendous winter. But the last game at Rodney Parade, can the Dragons register a win? It'll be a famous one. Lot of work to do. Brock James is on for the Stormers.
And just lifted up Van Heerden on his own. Yankees, Duplessis.
Brock Harris, not Brock James. We don't want him in the front row, Brock James.
No, he'd have a decent kick on him, though. Former Ospreys coach, and that's a good kick as well from Yankees. And it just pins the Dragons back, and they've done everything they didn't do in the opening minute in the first half.
Yeah, clear message from head coach Dobson. The classic sort of carry midfield, scrum half. He kicks the top of the ball, so you get that end over end of the ball hitting the ground. Lovely ball in. Put pressure on Elliott at this line out now.
He goes front.
Any knock on there?
Tipped on.
Okay, so it's a knock on, yeah. Knock on advantage.
It's advantage for the Dragons here.
Okay, let the ball come.
But once they kick
knock
it away,
it'll
be used. So that's what Blacker does, and he clears it. Tom Shanklin joins us. Enjoyed half time.
Yeah.
Tom, Jaden's half decent, didn't he?
He's not bad at all. I think he'll be there post game as well.
Six.
I think the biggest thing for the Dragons now is going to be just how they withstand this pressure that's going to come from the Stormers. You know, they weren't under too much pressure in that first half. There was a turnover ball which the Dragons managed to score off, but there wasn't that much pressure put on them from the Dragons.
5,000 supporters here at Rodney Parade. Duplessis, front football, South African style. 12 running direct. Now the forwards come round the corner, and there's nobody better carrying than Roos, but he gets it away. Van Heerden, and the unhappy spell at Exeter. Now he's back in South Africa. Roos again pumps his legs as he tries to drive at the tackle. LeBoc, Gellant. That time the kick didn't work. Might be on here. Blacker floats it away.
You just see now, they just seem to turn up a little bit of the urgency. Stormers, 2 massive carries from Evan Roos, gets him easy on the front foot, quick ball.
That, you know, sometimes you can be unapologetic about who you really are, and when you need to, you get this. Duplessis got a huge pedigree, father and uncles played for the Springboks. Then Evan Roos crossed the line. Morat carries. And sometimes these South African teams, a bit like the Sharks, they want to be something that they're not sometimes. Just carry hard, get across the gain line.
Line-out's not functioning.
And back again.
Roos,
That's all open
Weber,
play, all open
still
play.
not knocked on.
All open
That's
play, there is
bouncing
no ruck,
along
it's open play.
like a pinball, but Dragons get possession. Rather ugly possessions, so head down from Rodri Jones.
No hands!
They're in the fight, Jurgen. Fair play to them, you know. Stormers aren't. They have
Can
not
use
fought
it!
their A game
No,
here tonight,
no.
so the Dragons have to make the most of that. Dane Black has kicked well all night.
Hollis gets a big
Dragons.
mitt to it. George Knott, a shift to kick there. And they run away. Good angle, Steph Hughes. Brock Harris tackles him, and Malherbe dropped by Will Reid.
Advantage.
Knock
Okay,
on.
no, he's not on his feet.
Just a bit of lack
Okay,
of
easy,
communication
fellas.
there as well. The Dragons are set up on the left-hand side. They went right to nobody. Will Reid takes his eyes off it. It's a little bit low down. Here's the ball here from Blacker. He's going to be taken then. Just looks up.
It's the wrong way to go the phase before, Tom.
Yep.
Lucky Steph Hughes put that short angle in to go back to a bit of strength. He still went right. He was on his own, shaped the kick. Let's have a little look at the
Fellas, you've got to be better here.
statistics
I'm
on
not going to
5+
continually reset. Okay,
phases.
all 6 better,
No,
please.
6 times.
Yeah, that one down.
6 times 5+ phases. But again, you know, you go back to the
They're not-
scoreboard.
They've
Tom.
often been in the 22 as well, haven't they? Those 6+ phases.
The Stormers are the team that wants to play as well. You know, they're the ones that throw the ball around. To go over only once over 5 phases
Crunch!
is unbeknown, really, for a team like them.
Bind!
I think you probably put a bit of that down to the Dragons' defence. Good line
A
speed.
bit of weight off. Let's go. Reset, please.
And we know that's going to improve with the incoming of
yeah.
Bulls Rhino, as he's known.
It is, and
Okay, let's go
you
quick
saw
reset,
what the
please.
Ospreys did to the Stormers. They brought line speed, they brought collision dominance, and that's how you're able to stop the teams like the Stormers who want to play with quick ball. And at the moment, you have to say the Dragons doing a really good job of it.
Crunch!
It's interesting that
Fine.
Duplessis has been in deep conversation
Set.
with LeBoc here. We saw him go straight and direct, but you won't need that opportunity because there's another penalty coming.
Hide head 2 feet back and clap.
I just feel they're going to go into the 22 here, deep in the 22, LeBoc.
Hide head feet too far back and clap.
It's the second penalty they've had for feet not being far enough forward.
Well, what do I know? He's more at the captain's pointing at the sticks. Well, this has shown huge respect to the Dragons. Fair play. Just want to get their nose in the front. They haven't been in the lead, and all of a sudden Malherbe is taking control here at scrum time.
So, again, they go for posts. Remember, the shot clock is still in play and it's just ticking along. No real panic for LeBoc. Rare these days you see teams go for points from a position like this one. LeBoc is happy, and for the first time this evening the Stormers take the lead.
Kicking well today. LeBoc 100% record, 3 from 3. Difficult kicks as well.
Beautiful night for kicking though, Tom, but you know, he tees the ball up really high. See how high the kicks go. Sometimes that can compromise distance, but he's striking it well tonight.
Okay, let the ball come. It's there. Let it come. Can use it. It's available now. Out blue. Advantage inside this. Ball inside 10, number 2. Inside the 10. 10 meters.
cheap.
Retreat now.
It's poor. It's really
Several
poor
players,
from the Stormers.
number 2 and 4.
I said earlier they haven't brought their A game.
Inside
They're
the
just
10.
not on it at all. They've been sloppy. There's 8 penalties now, that is, against the Stormers. Normally pretty well disciplined, but that's just lazy. It's a poor kick which brings about that. Only 2 penalties against the Dragons tonight, and we mentioned at the start how disappointed there's 4 actually. 4, half as many.
To me, to you here at Rodney Parade, immediate chance to return into the lead. We'll read. Flames tell you that is successful. And now it's the Dragons who lead this game.
Took his time, but it was such a big kick. Staying within this game now is huge for the Dragons. The Stormers might start to question each other. It's not going well for them. They're not really playing too much rugby. They're relying a lot on their scrum. You know, you take that scrum out of the game, then it's nearly all the Dragons.
The thing is, even though the scrum is starting to get on top, they're choosing to kick for posts, and the Dragons are staying in the fight. And like we said at half-time, and they're not doing enough, the Stormers, to get clear of them.
When you're ready, Captain.
There's Andre Hugo Fenter, son of the great Andre Fenter, back row for the Springboks. Now the Stormers have completely changed their front row. Well, that could work favourably. Losing knocked on.
Is it inside the 22, Mike, or outside?
Good kick-off, just couldn't quite catch it cleanly, the Stormers. Not sure whose arm it comes off, but it clearly goes forward.
Both props, 1 and 3.
Good kick-off by Lebok.
1 and 3 subs.
Nearly comes off. You get up off the ground, you stick your arm up there, you hope you get it back.
Outside on.
Restarts have been good from Lebok, haven't they? Good hang time. Compete.
So 2 experienced replacements for the Dragons. Moldovan, Dimitri Arip, and Martinez, the Argentine, at loose head.
Just wait before we go down. I know it's a whole new front row. It's got to be better than it's been, okay? I need better height, okay? Yeah.
Well, 138 kilos of Malherbe has gone, but Fouché is on. He's a bit bigger.
Crouch! Bind! Set! Stay up. His head, engine. Elbow to ground, head up, please.
The Stormers are penalised at the scrum time.
They've done so well at scrum and line out. Credit Mervyn Davis as well for working with them all week.
Big psychological boost as well for the Dragons, because at one stage you thought the penalties were all going for the Stormers. It just might put Chris Busby in 2 minds next time the scrum collapses.
Yeah.
Let nobody tell you that Newport is not a beautiful city.
On the line, please.
It's looking resplendent this evening.
Brilliant.
Stunner of a night.
We're all in t-shirts here. It's brilliant. First time all year.
And Aaron Owen swallowed by Lebok. Engelbrecht tried to turn it over, and the knock on.
Tackle's good, then knock on.
Yeah, the problem you had there, it was a planned move for the overthrow straight into an Aaron Owen's hands, but he couldn't quite get the ball away. Takes into contact. Maybe lucky it wasn't a penalty for holding on, but it just halted the move straight away. No one could really clean him out. Watch this, good throw by Elliot D. It's a long throw over the top. Looks like he's trying to either put the ball back to Dane Blacker or back inside. But as he gets taken, it just halts everything. He's just sort of waiting really for this game to kick alive. It did a little bit in the first half with that try.
Similar to Connacht a couple of weeks ago. and Zebra a few weeks before that. It does then spark into life around 60-65. I just felt United needed to go down a short angle there. You're never going to catch that with the ball in the air and offload it.
Okay.
The gain line success here from the Dragons, which has been an issue really all season. 36 gain line successes. That's a positive. A lot of carries as well for them, and it's a lot harder to defend than it is to attack. And just maybe if they keep attacking like this, the Stormers will tire.
And you know, we keep talking about Stormers ball carries. 10 out of 31 gain line success with the lumps that they've got, the physical explosive specimens that they got. They're not doing it. Credit again the Dragons defence. But look at the scoreboard. I keep going back to it. It's only 1 point. The Dragons have to score and get clear of these.
Secondary shove from the Stormers.
Use it!
And now I'm not sure how they were meant to use that one, so Chris Busby, I think, sensibly just resets it.
It's a right old battle, isn't it? You know, shaking the heads from the Dragons fans, all scrum experts over there. But they're doing really well. There was a big shove on them. They repelled it. Our hip is on now, on the tight head. All his experience.
It was only when the front row went up that it actually started to move forward by the Stormers. The hit was good from the Dragons. We stood it really well.
Stay down for Ward. Yeah. Make sure you're in a slot.
39 years old, Brock Harris. That's incredible. Still going. You doing at 39? You're coaching still, are you?
Yeah.
Crunch!
What were you doing, Tom?
Bind!
Feet up.
Some of us are still waiting to be capped.
Play.
Free kick. Similane. Davids gets it away. LeBoc. Oh, Duplessis. Off his own. I think that was a good tackle by the Stormers there.
I just wondered where the doubt would be in the Stormers' head now. You know, nothing's going right for them. They've been really poor tonight, not being able to keep hold of ball, not being able to go through multi-phases, a lot of mistakes. Maybe just a little bit of desperation might creep in.
I agree, and they might force it then, and even more errors. I think we've got a bit of that. Now, he's got the right idea, Davies, let's just go forward. But, you know, the Dragons are matching them. Look at that, they're tackling themselves. You'll never have a better chance of beating Stormers, you know, tonight. But can the Dragons realise it? Have they got the confidence to push on for the last 30 minutes?
Harry Keddy just receiving a bit of treatment.
Okay, you're good, 7? Yeah.
There's Aaron Wainwright. It's been a little quieter in the second half. But certainly first half very prominent. Carried for the most meters in the whole game apart from Gallant. So yeah, we see now what we're talking about, the physicality that the boys were asking for before the game. There's Harrison Keddy muscling over from a good line-out strategy play. Fantastic score here. Great vision from Gallant and the finish from Davies. Wow.
That's the only time they've really looked threatening. Off one turnover ball from a kick. Probably one of the only times the Dragons weren't able to feel the kick from the Stormers.
Okay, more space if you need it, fellas. I don't want you on shoulder on crouch. Crouch! Bind! Sit! Stay up and 9. Use it!
The referee just wanted to get away. Crossfield kick. Here's Hollis against his former franchise. Gets it away as well to Steph Hughes. John Williams was lurking outside him. Team Basham. Always with the footwork.
No! Back! Don't play 9.
Hollis is just pulling the hamstring. Steph Hughes. Turnover. Kicked away. And LeBoc gives chase. LeBoc against an Adrian Owen. Still into the hands of LeBoc. And the bounce favours the Stormers. Another breakaway try. But the TMO will have a look at that, surely.
I just want to check it hasn't been knocked on by Stormers here, yeah.
Always persist
Okay,
with the chase. You never know what will happen. And we're not quite sure what happened
Go
here.
ahead, Chris.
Okay, so
Here we're having a look now. It could be a knock on. Yeah, it is. From Angelo Davids.
Yeah, Chris, there's a clear knock on by Blue. I think it's 11.
But again, just a little warning sign of if you don't look after the ball, you don't respect it well.
No try.
Then this is what the Stormers could do. Luckily, you know, Angelo Davids knocked it on. But you just thought that ball from Steph Hughes needed to go early. He ended up taking the contact, tried to throw it out the back then to Dimitri Arhip. You know, there was a lot of space out there. The Dragons had numbers.
Number 6.
Just forced it a little bit.
Yeah, you're right, Tom.
Number 6.
They know they've got the gas, you see, on this transition. I think it was Evan Rose, the number 8, who put the kick through because he knows Davies and Co have got the gas. And that's a warning sign to the Dragons. Do they need to overplay? The answer to me is no. You're right, hard carry from Steph Hughes there. Arhip isn't going to do anything fancy anyway, so just carry hard, go into the face. Lovely hold up from Will Reid, to instigate the play, but then have the confidence to go through another phase or drill it through down into the 22. They're the messages I feel Dave Flanagan should be getting on.
One of the unique characters in the game, Achieva Daimani, is on. Electric off the base of the scrum. His own man, unique, often have his nails painted.
Set!
And he is electric. On his way to Racing, according to reports. And he just claps. That latest call from Chris Busby, which is a penalty to his side.
Step. Just too many at scrum now. The next one's going to go to the bin, okay? It needs to change.
He's having a go at the Dragons there, but
too many against your team. And
there was a penalty not too long ago from the Stormers.
Well, I think scrum penalties would be pretty even. Maybe the last two since Rodriguez has come on. Rodrigo Martinez. Let's have a look at this one.
Penalty for Fouché.
Big man. I think that is a correct call from Busby, but he's had a warning now. 2 scrum penalties against Martinez. But where's it come from, Tom? It comes from that transition, turnover, play, you know, the right area. A spark had just come for the Stormers. All of a sudden there's a swing.
Pink sky and the blue side are ahead in Newport.
So the message to the Dragons now is territory again, apply pressure, do what they've been doing defensively. Will Reid goes, so there's a message coming on here.
Got to score next, Sean.
Got to score next, yeah.
Got to score next, stay within it.
100 appearances for Angus O'Brien in this competition. He's on to influence the closure of the game.
Chris Hollis is off as well. Tompkinson say goodbye to the home fans. One of the players leaving.
Timing good, Claire landed.
Good hit.
Inside. Hold on.
Where's this one then? This could go anywhere, couldn't it?
Advantage knock on.
Sir Tompkinson, Alan Wainwright, and Nathan Owen. Dragons bursting into life here. Coughlin, who's on for Elliot D. Dimitri Arhip. Rare carry for him. And Nathan Owen. Door slams shut in his face. Team Basham.
Tackle!
Stormers doing what they've been doing a lot this game, which is defending their own 22. Dragons go wide.
That's good.
Slung out wide. Rio Dyer keeps the ball alive to Steph Hughes.
Away, Blue!
Couldn't get there. That's how close the Dragons are. Nathan Owen 10th phase here. Pick and go from the Dragons. Stormers creaking. Wainwright, he is there. Aaron Wainwright. So often the Dragons man with the stretch, the reach and the plant down. And the Dragons believe they can win this one as we enter the final quarter.
We said the Dragons had to score next, and if there's one Dragons player you want on the ball, a metre or two out, it's Aaron Wainwright. Great first intervention from Angus O'Brien. What a tackle that is by Hellant, by the way, on Rio Dyer. I thought he was dead in the corner, but here he comes. After this carry here now, Wainwright, he knows only one way. The stretch, the intelligence of the footballing brain of the number 8. He gets over. Crucial score for the Dragons.
Best carrier for the Dragons. Just so destructive. But this all comes from a kick. It comes from a kick that's really nearly charged down by Dane Blacker. Puts Manny Lebock under pressure. That's why the kick only reaches the 22. The Dragons then get into transition. That's a brilliant try from Aaron Wainwright. Ball over the top as well to Rio Dyer.
Very, very neat conversion. And that could be crucial.
You can say in hindsight what you like, but this young man, Angus O'Brien, has got a level of intelligence. That's the charge down. That means the kick, as Shank says, doesn't go very far. There's a knock on your advantage, and the Dragons build from there.
So little things like this that can change games. Just a little bit of pressure on Manny Lebock from Dane Blacker forces a kick to be poor.
This is a skill, Tom. This is practice. Little step inside. You know, manages the contact, reaches. Excellent finish.
Ball is cleared. Let's go down to Laura.
Thanks, Cam. Joined by Gareth Wright, the Stormers kicking coach. A lot of emotion, or you tell me frustration, coming from the bench at the minute. What's your assessment of what you're seeing?
Yeah, I think a little bit of both. You know, we haven't had parity at set first time, and obviously we've battled to get out of our own half once we've got points on the board. So a little bit of intimidation in terms of wanting to get back into their half once we score points. You know that the Dragons have built it physically, and we've got to show a bit of fight here for the last 18 or so minutes.
We saw in the first half you are capable of striking from deep at any point of turnover ball. Is that what you're counting on here?
Yeah, that's our DNA, you know. So we just want to stick to our principles of what's made the Stormers the Stormers. So hopefully we can get one or two counter-attacking opportunities.
Thanks, Gareth.
Great take, Rio Dyer. Dragons have their tails up. Did that kick touch them flight as well?
It's a good kick from Dane Blacker. Had to really be really accurate there, but look what two big takes can do to your team. Angus O'Brien takes one, then Rio Dyer takes the harder one over the head. Watch this, doesn't take his eyes off the ball, gets off the ground, wins that battle. That's fantastic.
Not only is it technically good, Tom, it's brave as well, and Blacker's kicked well all game. Bit close for comfort, but he's kicked really well from dot, and it's been a criticism of the young scrum half in the past, but today every kick has been on the money.
No, lads, it's clearly outside. I need the mark outside the 22. So step off and on the line, please. Stormers, thank you.
Lovely off the top ball. One here, and here's Daimani.
It's in. And use it!
A bit more sparkle, I guess, than Evan Roos, who's just all muscle.
Four, stop,
and
four!
power. But they're both very dynamic, 8 men. Bouncing ball again. Where does this go? Into Kane Basham's hands. Backward it went. Here is Daimani, who's got gas. Gets it away to Roos. Oh, Roos! Thought he was a support teammate outside him, but it was a Dragon shirt.
It was Matthew Screech there, must have called for it on the left.
Do you think he called for it?
Well, yeah, you called that, yeah. But had Diamani or Roos pinned his ears back, I think they would have got there.
Dragons get out of jail somehow.
Just got a little bit loose there. Tane Basham loses the ball a bit in contact, takes it, then takes it into contact. Offload, doesn't go anywhere, goes on the floor. And another one thrown back. Daimani grabs it to Roos. Yeah, maybe an iron home was coming across. Great call though from Matthew Screech.
Screech just grabbed him back, and I think it was Lonsdale that finally gotten away, but good scrambling from the Dragons.
Stormers need to find something to unlock this door. Another Duplessis is on. LeBoc. Will pump fake by him.
He's only in the body. No, he's only in the body. Never in the
Rio
ball.
Dyer there comes up the line, forces LeBoc inside. Good play, good defence.
Van Heerden. Stormers have just slipped into third gear, I'd say.
I think this is the best I've seen Dragons defend all season, if I'm honest. They're right up for this one. Maybe some of the announcements in the week have sparked them.
What a Chalant. Morat. Brock Harris, such a favourite here at Rodney Parade. Special evening on Wednesday night. Oh, that's loose.
Backwards.
Van Heerden still going. South African strength and a little bit of fortune as well. LeBoc. Duplessis, another Duplessis. Fenter. Daimani with a grubber kick pass backwards has saved his team. Chalant. Stormers, when they're loose, they are so edge of your seat, aren't they? You simply do not know what will happen.
Away for!
When they pull that trigger, Daimani still going. Left they go. Chalant. Great finish. And it's Davids again. Clinical from the Stormers. Strength, teamwork, skill, little bit of luck. Chaos rugby from the South Africans.
I think this might be the largest amount of phases they've gone through, ball in hand. So much power there. Daimani's made a big difference, I think, to the Stormers since he's come on, given a little bit of go forward. Talk about not knowing what the Stormers are going to do. I don't think they knew what they were going to do. In the end, it was just a 2v1. Gallant just doing enough there to attract Jordan Williams. Wasn't quite sure, just needs to look up, stay on his man. Needs to stay on there. Davids doesn't. Eyes off him. He's a big man, isn't he, Davids? A one-on-one. Should be doing better, though, Sean.
Should be doing better. Jordan has to back himself. He's got Basham on his inside. On Hellant, he can get off the line and get him early. But the most phases Stormers have got together in this game, and that tells you a lot about the Dragons' defence. But they've finally done it. They've unlocked the recipe. It was a great finish, but some of the offloading, the top offloaders in the league, and we saw it there, Tom.
Just slipped off a few tackles, didn't they? Nailed the men, but just got that extra 5 metres over the gain line. Too many soak-ups.
Important conversion. What a strike, Manny LeBoc. It's the sweetest of hits.
That was a Tom Shanklin 6-iron right there. He bent it around, but this is the finish. Look, it's a 2-on-2, and Jordan Williams just doesn't trust Kane Basham on the inside. Got to match up and get off the line there.
And especially for a big man like Davids is as well. You've got to get your body in front of him. You can't be using your arms to tackle someone like that. You've got to use your chest, your shoulders.
The irony about the Stormers is it's that style of rugby that so often in rugby does not pay off, but one championship, one final in 2 seasons, it clearly does, doesn't it? It's just manic.
Manic LeBoc, because he's the instigator, along with Gallant.
That's good. I like that one. Manic LeBoc.
Yeah, it's not bad, actually.
I'm here all week.
Use it!
So, got about 11 and a half left, and it's just
And use it! Okay, let him go in the
dusky here in Newport. Been a lovely day. He's put a scuffle off the ball with Evan Roos, but we're playing on for the time being.
Stay forward!
Not messing about now, are they? Pumping it downfield. Oh.
That's not gone. Get away with it. This is what John Williams likes, which is space. Pretty sure that was not gone.
Okay, leave it for.
Dragons just maybe need a bit of cool head here.
Yeah, it's important they don't panic. You saw Jordan Williams there trying to run the ball out. Doesn't really need to. They're losing by 2, but they don't have to chase the game.
Back by Stormers.
Manny again. Off to join Sierklise in Racing. That's what the reports are saying. Gallant looks up. Grubbers it.
Yes. Inside. Stay Dragons. Okay, play now. On.
Lovely touch.
There's some great footballing skills up there. That was a great pickup by Jordan Williams.
Out to 10.
Who wants that? Blacker or Gallant? Knock on.
Dragons.
Not knock on though. Here we go. Oh.
Just won that battle, Stormers, didn't they? You know, starts with Gallant chiseling it through. But Tom's right, you know, don't panic here now. Stay in the fight. 2 points, 10 minutes. We've seen the penalty count of the Stormers. Dean Blacker's kicking game. I thought that came off Gallant.
Angus O'Brien on his 100th URC appearance, and that's a sad sight to see.
Right, well, options at 10. Steph Hughes has played there.
So they've brought Morgan Lloyd on to make his big moment for Morgan Lloyd. Is his professional debut for the Dragons. And what a place to do so. Here's O'Brien's injury.
Hope he's all right. Yeah, because his leg getting trapped in there. This is going to disrupt that Dragons backline now.
So how do you fix this?
Two chances. You got two choices. Steph Hughes for the more pragmatic, or Jordan Williams to have a crack.
And then you stick
Dane Blacker on the wing. Scrum halves defend a lot on the wings anyway. So imagine he'll go on the wing.
I think Steph Hughes has gone in there. Tompkinson into the centre.
Less disruption as well.
So Morgan Lloyd is scrum half.
Yeah, guys, okay, yeah, we got to have a smaller gap than that. We don't want to
Dane Blacker is on the left wing. See if we can see that.
Okay, let's go.
Here he is. Is Dane Blacker up against Hatzenberg, who's had very little of the ball.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Whenever you do this to scrum halves, look at his body language. He's not happy at all, but it's needs must. You know, 2 10s are off the field.
Stormers fancy a penalty here, don't they? They'll get a penalty as well. Free play. LeBoc kicks through. Bounce could go anywhere. Back they come for the penalty, and Chris Busby said it.
He did call it. True to his word.
Too many.
And just that kick, Tom, by the way. Wow.
It's the same as last week. Last week was a red card. You know, with 10 minutes to go. They lost Carter to a red card. This time, the prop's gone, Martinez. And it's just that business end, you know, that last 10 minutes, the most important of the game when you're 2 points in it. When they lost Carter last week, they were drawing. And that's a shame, really, because for 70 minutes, they've been riding this game, the Dragons.
Here's a change-up. Morat has instructed LeBoc to go for the corner. They're smelling a bonus point now, see, I think. And I think it might be a mistake. Dragons are not done yet.
That was my communication, yeah? You're happy
That's
to go
a big
for
call,
touch,
isn't it?
Like I said earlier, Connaught away next week is not a gimme. No. And there's games happening. Edinburgh, you'd fancy to beat Zebra at home. Ulster playing the Scarlets.
And they want a top 4 finish, because it means you get a home quarter final.
Here we are there.
You don't want to be going on Munster or Leinster, do you?
No.
We do think that around 50, 51 will be enough, really. So Stormers get this and pick up a couple of points then. We've got a Lions last game of the season.
But as Tom says, you know, a home playoff game is so important.
Stormers, big call to turn down 3 points at this critical point of the game. They are sniffing for a bonus point. They want the win. That secures the win. Wow. You feel like it. Now they'll get back on their feet. Thanks to Evan Roos, and hunt down that bonus point. It's the 3rd try for the Stormers. They can see the shore now.
You know, talk about getting the bit between your teeth. Watch Evan Roos on the engagement of this maul here now. As it comes down, bang! He punches it straight away. When you see it from the other angle, you just see the impetus and the leg drive that number 8 gives that, and there's no stopping it in the end. Well, what a decision Morat made, the courage of conviction, and right in the middle of that, Evan Roos, who went on the ball. There he is. Powerful Stormers try.
They've been given a scare, haven't they?
So much power from that driving lineup. Picked up an unbelievable amount of pace straight away. You're right, the power that he came round and hit that maul was huge. Dragons just couldn't stop it, couldn't get round the corner. And then you're just on the back foot constantly, you can't do anything.
This to make it a 2-score game. Glorious, glorious evening continues in Newport, and the early summer sunshine got plenty of positivity for the Stormers with that conversion as night descends on Newport. Have surely won it.
Here it is. Look at that impetus now. Look at his leg drive. He's a big man, he's a powerful man, but it makes a difference, and all the blue shirts get around him. No stopping that. It's a juggernaut.
Just a shift on the inside, Sean, and then they're through, aren't they? It's clear field ahead of them.
Daimani.
Take him back. Just hold things back.
Lebok.
Onside now, yes.
Here's Jordan Williams. His side need 2 scores now. Got Wainwright. He'll keep coming.
Don't play the 9. No.
He certainly earned the respect of the opposition, hasn't he, Sean?
And use it!
Yeah. You know, this is the, you know, with Wainwright, the Otaya, the signings that are coming, these are the margins, the difference for next season. Here they come. The
Watch out. Here they go. Feinberg, Mgomenzulu, crossfield kick, Gelant, who wants it, kept alive to Lebok, Gelant again. It's Fijian style by the Stormers, and Feinberg and Mgomenzulu gets a bonus point. A click of the fingers, and the Stormers get the win, get the maximum, and when they go, they let rip. And it's Feinberg Mgomenzulu.
One of the kicks was just a touch too long, and this is what happens. Lebok, Mgomenzulu, if you haven't seen him before, the kick when they threw again, this could have gone to one of 3 players. Duplessis, a magic offload on the inside. I thought Galan was going to get over. The Dragons do scramble back. And then on the angle, Mgomenzulu to finish what he sort of started a phase or 2 before. Look at this. What an offload. Lebok has been sublime tonight, particularly in the second half, as is Gallant.
A few minutes ago, his conversions seem of all importance. But now the victory has been secured. This is just to rub it in. And Lebok has brought those kicking boots.
He's been brilliant second half. He instigated this from the deep. Here he is right up the other end. The little pop pass. Gallant has been magic, involved in nearly all the tries. And there's a no-look pass to Mgomenzulu, who spent a term at Llandovery College.
There are 2 players in the Stormers lineup and a term into Llandovery College with Hatzenberg as well. He barely played at Feinberg and Mgomenzulu. English qualified, but seemingly committed to the Springboks, and he is some talent. Wainwright.
Leave him.
Chip ahead. Wrong option. And here they come again, and Feinberg and Mgomenzulu went for the banana kick. His finest blacker. Dragons have just punched drunk here now. I can't quite believe what's happening.
Yeah, they're giving everything, and the upper echelons of the URC can do this to you. Look, here they go again.
The Buck just slipped into fourth gear.
We said he was going to play a bigger part than me. Quiet first half.
Ungara.
Mark on you. 10, please.
Morgan Lloyd just takes a breather, I think.
Stay.
And that yellow card has been costly for them. Dragons to Seo Tompkinson. Tim Basham. James Benjamin. Steph Hughes. Oh. Gone anywhere.
I got that back by Bluegar, yeah.
Well, Sean, into the final 90 seconds. Let's get you playing the match.
Well, from a Dragons point of view, Dane Black had a good game. Adam Wainwright was excellent for me, but they came good in the end, didn't they? Evan Roos carrying the ball. The block has been mercurial, but my URC BKT player of the match is fullback Warwick Gillant. Most carries, most meters, and assists in nearly all the Stormers' tries. He's my player of the match.
Okay, fellas, we need to lose head on. Who's coming off?
I think he epitomises everything this Stormers team is about, isn't it?
No, LeBoc has come to mind second half. But Gallant has just been involved pretty much all the game. Beautiful assist for the first try for Davids.
9.
And then the last try by Ngomazulu, but they just left it a bit late and sparked it when they need to. Connacht can look out. They've got the recipe right towards the end of the game.
9, yeah.
And Dragons, well, recipes, derbies to end this season. Another, so much promise at the start of this show about new signings, new coaches. It feels like the same old story though.
It does. It does. You know, I think they've stuck in the game longer tonight than in previous home matches, but it's been a sorry season really. They need to look forward to next season. Finish strong against the Ospreys and Scarlets. Try and get 2 wins there.
LeBoc. Crossfield to Hatzenberg. Hatzenberg in space, dances through, gets it to Duplessis. Duplessis, Feinberg and Ngomazulu. What about that? What about that? The Dragons could barely lay a finger on the Stormers. They, in the final 10, have said, you know what, we're slipping into 5th. And boy, does this impress.
Well, at 60 minutes we were asking, will the real Stormers turned up? My goodness, they have in the last 20. Crossfield kick, offload central. Was that forward?
It could be. It could be. Steph Hughes is marching over the referee, Chris Busby. Lovely. He thinks that's forward.
Lovely touch. Normally one-handed passes like that. Ooh, that looks... I'd like to see that from a different angle.
On field, we don't have a clear forward pass, definitely. Yeah, check, it's not clear.
Feinberg and Ngomazulu came on, barely saw him come on the field, scored 2 tries, and now it's what, 40 points. Double the score of the Dragons, who were down by 2 points 10 minutes ago.
I don't think the score fully reflects the game. So the yellow card has made a difference because there's been a bit more space out there. And my goodness, the Stormers have capitalised. He's enjoyed himself this last 10 minutes, hasn't he?
Well, that epitomises Manny LeBoc's contribution, and the Stormers have been brutal. The Dragons were in this game going into the final 10, and then knockout blow after knockout blow was thrown. Dragons lose again, Stormers march on. to the playoffs. They're almost there. And they've defeated the Dragons by 44 points to 21.
Dragons 21, Stormers 44.